I have a brother who is a very avid thrifter, and he was at an estate sale the other day, and it was the free day of the estate sale, and he said that he came across this entire bin of yarn, and he almost passed it up, but then he remembered that he has a wonderful sister that he loves very much that likes to crochet. So he won like Best Brother Ever award, except I have two brothers, so he can't actually win that, but he won a very good award because he grabbed me an entire bucket of yarn. And this is a crazy bucket. I haven't gone through it yet, but I've kind of glanced at it, and there is some very wild, unique yarn in this container. So we're gonna go through it today, see what's all in here, and then figure out what exactly we're gonna do with this yarn. So grab your crochet project, get cozy, and let's go through this giant blind box of yarn and see what we all got. First and foremost, this box also came with this box. This is more of like fiber art supplies. So let's go through this one first before we get into the actual fun yarn. He told me that he grabbed this box for me because I recently bought a sewing machine, and apparently there's some stuff in here that's gonna help me with my new sewing machine journey. So let's open it up and see. Again, I have kind of looked through this, but not really. I just remember seeing a lot of like knitting needles. So let's start with these two big bags here. This first bag seems to be a bunch of stuff I could use for sewing and whatnot. Here are a bunch of teeny tiny beads. I should put that in my jewelry stash. Some random wristed pins, a little snowflake applique. Ooh, a very pretty button. I think I might want to use this for a crochet project, honestly. I should see if I can find another one. A second button. We are so crocheting with those. Oh, it looks like it's supposed to be some sort of flower pin, but it's gotten a little bit smushed. I'm not sure what these are for. They look to be some sort of ring, but they have like this little thing at the top. Is that for making curtains or something? I'm not sure. Some good old jingle bells. A bunch of what I believe is called bias tape. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do with these, but I know a lot of seamstresses use them. I mean, as long as this elastic isn't old, which it doesn't seem to be, I can definitely put this in the waistbands of my crochet shorts and pants, and it helps to keep those waistbands nice and cinched. We got some sequins and some little metal eyelets, I believe. Some jean buttons. That might be kind of fun to do with crochet. Another one of those snowflake appliques. What is this? I see yarn on the description, so let me figure out what this is. This is elastic thread, which sometimes is used in crochet or knitting to help cinch in the project, but it comes with this sort of cardboard piece that can feed the elastic thread so it comes to your yarn at the same speed of the yarn, if that makes sense. You can see it in the picture, if it'll focus, that you like thread it through and then knit with it at the same time. This must be really old though. It says it's from Hobby Lobby. I worked at Hobby Lobby like 2 years ago. I've never seen this. Here's a third button. So we can make a full cardigan or sweater now with 3 beautiful buttons. And then I think the last thing we have in here is a bunch of really pretty glass beads and like little bedazzling pieces. I don't think these have holes in them, but I think you're supposed to add the glue to the back and then use them to bedazzle different things. I'm gonna open the second bag right away because I think it's gonna be pretty similar. So right off the bat, we've got pipe cleaners. Here's some knitting needles. I do want to start knitting soon, so I'm not going to complain about that. I think this whole bag is pretty much zippers. This is actually perfect because I've been meaning to make some crochet projects where you have a zipper built in, but I just haven't gotten around to buying any zippers yet. So now they just came right to me for free, and I've got a bunch of zippers now to play around with. And then the last thing we have in this bag is a metal sealer. This makes me wonder what kind of crafts this person was really into, because we got a bunch of yarn, we have knitting needles, we have sewing supplies, we have beads and gems, sequins, pipe cleaners, and a metal glaze. Like my only guess is it would be probably like sewing, knitting, and jewelry maybe. But it's really cool. I can just see all like the artifacts of this person's hobbies and crafts. I don't want to spend too much time on all these bonus items, so let's just dig through the whole box as well very quickly. It looks like this is mostly thread, but one thing I'm really curious about is this whole bag is full of these metal pieces, and I'm not sure what these are for. So if someone could tell me what I'm supposed to do with these, that would be very helpful. Okay, it looks like this, and there's a bunch of them. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? What is that for? Otherwise, we've got a bunch of bobbins and sewing needle replacements, which will be so nice. Again, I'm not sure what this is. It looks really cool. It looks like it's supposed to go for a grill, But if someone could tell me what this is for as well, I would really appreciate that. We've got some embroidery floss, so maybe they did a little bit of embroidery as well. Here's some more. And then it looks like we've got a bunch of knitting needles, which this one looks dangerous. That is a sharp needle. And then I think there are just 2 crochet hooks. So we have like a nice plain one. This looks to be maybe like a 6mm. And I think this one would be a Tunisian crochet hook because it has that stopper on the end. So mostly knitting supplies, but we do have a little bit of crochet out of this. And then everything below it here is thread that I can use for my sewing machine, which is awesome. All of the metal components, like the hooks and needles and stuff, do smell a little bit old, like that strong metal smell. But you know what? I'm not complaining. I just got a box full of all these free little things I can craft with, and I'm really excited about these buttons. I'm gonna put everything back and figure it out later, but I'm gonna leave these buttons and maybe a zipper out to remind myself that I wanna learn how to crochet with zippers and I wanna use these buttons for something. Now, let's get back to the star of the show. I really want to organize all this yarn yet today too, so I'm going to go through it and then I'll get it all pretty and organized and kind of show you the final result. So we're going to start with the most boring yarn right here on the top. We have bright green acrylic. This looks like a half finished project. It looks like it was knitted, maybe a sweater or something. I see there's a ribbed collar at the top, and this looks like a full panel for maybe the front and then half of a panel for the back. Very pretty yarn, feels like cotton. This is an acrylic and wool blend, a nice deep blue color. This one's attached to a little swatch here. There's some really crazy yarn that's staring at me right now, so I'm gonna pull those out. We've got some very fluffy yarn. This bright green, this bright blue, that one's so fluffy. Little bit of bright pink. This light green yarn, this is more of a chunky fluffy yarn. And then here's a really pretty like peacock color eyelash yarn. Here's a pale pink fluffy yarn. Okay, I think that's all the fluffy yarn. Oh, we do have this. Here's 2 skeins of very sparkly yarn. We have some plain white yarn, very chunky yarn. I almost think that this yarn might have been made by an I-cord machine because I see the loose tails here and it looks like it has that sort of knitted cord texture. So I think this is like a handmade chunky yarn. This is probably my favorite yarn so far because it's very calm. It's a cotton blue yarn, but it has those really pretty little speckles in it, which I think could make a really pretty design. I wish I had more of that yarn so I could make a full t-shirt out of it. Here's a baby soft blue yarn. Here's a soft pink cotton yarn. Some of these skeins are brand new. Like a lot of these skeins are brand new. It's just polymade, mohair, and acrylic, but it's a really, really pretty shiny emerald green. This yarn is so pretty, but it is so thin, like very thin. I don't even think you can see that on the camera. It is thin. Here's another big spool of yarn. Where do you guys buy these? Because I see a lot of people working with the big spools of yarn and I'm not sure where you're finding them, and I kind of would be interested in buying some for myself. Again, very, very thin, but so pretty. This is so cute. Little tiny yarn scraps in these little tiny pouches so they don't tangle up with everything else. A ribbon yarn. I don't think I've really found more than like 2 skeins of normal yarn in this box. Very pretty chunky dark blue. Another cone. It has the label on it. It is nylon, special for fishing nets, bags, macrame, and handcrafts. It's like actual cord. Here's actual ribbon, more of a ribbon yarn, plain white yarn, plain black yarn, 4 skeins of red speckled yarn, and a little extra. I do think that this one was intended to be a bigger project because I see 1, 2, 3, 4 more skeins of that yarn, 100% cotton. Here's some more plain white yarn. Oh, this yarn is pretty. That is so pretty. Some nice soft yarn. I almost wonder if this person had a grandchild because there's a lot of baby yarn in this bucket, or maybe a child that they were able to make little blankets and stuff for. I see a couple patterns. Here's a wave stitch beret to crochet, a crochet pattern. I don't know if that's really my style, but I might try it. Oh, this is pretty. I almost want to say this is hand spun. It looks hand spun, and there's so much of it. Okay, hold your horses. All of this is skeins of an ivory, shiny, beautiful yarn. It almost looks hand spun, and every single one of these is like that big of a twist of yarn. This yarn is gorgeous. American-made novelty yarns. Made in New York. I must not be fancy enough for this because I literally never bought a yarn when it's twisted like this. I've only bought them in full skeins. So I'm so grateful to actually get my hands on a yarn like this. Some really pretty peach yarn. Oh, here's more of that other yarn. 100% virgin wool. Does that mean it's the kind that will shrink in the wash? I should probably look it up before I use it. Soft blanket yarn. Oh, here's even more of the speckled red yarn. This yarn's really pretty, actually. More ribbon. These both look like mohair. We're a little more than halfway done, and I think I just found my favorite yarn in this entire box. Here, I'll show you, and you tell me if you can see it. Put your guesses right now, or think them in your head. Which yarn in that box do you think I'm about to pull out and tell you is my favorite? My absolute favorite yarn that I am awestruck is even in my possession right now is this yarn right here. That is stunning. It is colorful. It is, I believe, very clearly hand twisted as well. And I have no clue what I'm going to make with it. But I just know I'm going to make something really cool. And there's 2 skeins of this. And now we're back to the fluffy yarn. We've got black fluffy, pink and pink fluffy, blue fluffy, more blue fluffy. What do people make with fluffy yarn? I have never touched this stuff before. Sparkly red fluffy. More eyelash yarn. This one is very sparkly, bright red. Here's some ribbon, some more white yarn, very pretty green and purple yarn. I wish there was way more of this. I would go crazy with that yarn. This is an acrylic and mohair yarn. It's very thick, light blue. I think we found our very first evidence of crochet. Wait, no, scratch that. Not crochet. I think maybe Tunisian crochet. There's some crochet stitches in here, and there's some that looks like knit. But it is giving me the feeling of crochet. I just can see a very clear knit and purl side, which makes me think maybe this was made with a Tunisian crochet hook. Okay, we're down to the very bottom. So at the bottom of the bucket, we have honeysuckle yarns. Let's see, this is... It doesn't tell me what it's made out of. Here's some nice sparkly pink yarn. We have a little swatch so we know what that yarn's gonna look like. That would be really cool for a summer project. Sparkly blue yarn, some more fluffy yarn, some crazy white yarn. This looks like a big old snowball. More mohair. Again, does not say what it's made out of. Oh, 100% cotton. Fluffy yarn and fluffy yarn. Some nice chunky yarn. This one feels odd though. Here's more of that yarn I liked so much. Maybe I can make something a little bit more complete now. Here's even more mohair, more fluffy yarn, a spool of cord or thread, true blue, 100% pure indigo dyed cotton. This looks like more of that cotton white yarn, more white yarn, a very unique shade of green, ultra soft. It is very soft microfiber sports yarn, fuzzy yarn, way more of this really cool color, sequency blue yarn. Here's some spools of cord or thread, a spool of ribbon, more fluffy yarn, sparkly yarn, and sparkly yarn. These also look like they might have been hand spun, just the way that they're woven together, but there's only a tiny bit of this yarn left. This is a ribbon yarn, it looks like. Very colorful yarn. Another ribbon yarn. Here's some red yarn. Black. Again, this yarn is insanely soft. Tiny bit of orange. And these 4 spools of thread or cord. This is all of the yarn that I got from that one box. I'm gonna go ahead and get it all organized. That way we can actually get a tally of exactly everything we have. So I'm gonna wind up any of the yarn that needs to be wound up into cakes so I can have it all nicely organized. And I actually bought a new yarn winder for this because my old one broke, and then the next one I bought I did not like. So I'm returning it, and we're gonna try out this new one, and this is an electric yarn winder. So I'm gonna see if it's any good because I've gotten a lot of comments saying I should have gotten an electric one. So I got an electric one. I don't know where my regular scissors are. I'm going to use my sewing scissors. I'm gonna do it fast and we're gonna pretend like it didn't happen. Okay, there. I have it all set up. I'm gonna grab our first little skein of yarn and give it a try. Why am I so nervous? Okay. This is actually awesome. I can sit here and crochet while my yarn winds right next to me. You guys don't realize how much time I've spent winding up yarn in the last month. I've been winding up my entire yarn stash. That blank shelf over there used to be covered in yarn, and I'm turning it all into cakes, and then I'm gonna like restack it and everything. But I have been winding up yarn for hours, almost every day for weeks straight. And now I can just kind of have it going while I do my own crochet project. I am so excited. This isn't even about the video. I'm just really excited, and I hope this one lasts. So I'm gonna wind up this yarn, and I'll be back once I have it all organized. I have finally sorted through all of the yarn, wound it all up into cakes, and documented everything we have in this blind box. So here is everything that I was able to gather from one full blind box of yarn from an estate sale. In this box, we have 27 skeins of acrylic yarn, and when I say skein, I mean like however much wound up. It's not always a full skein, sometimes it's half or a fourth a skein, but 27 skeins of acrylic yarn. There were 21 skeins of the fluffy yarn, which is a ton, and I have no clue what I'm going to do with it yet. There were 20 skeins of cotton yarn, 14 skeins of multicolor yarn, 7 skeins of ribbon yarn, 12 skeins of sparkly yarn, 4 skeins of a velvety textured yarn, 9 skeins of a more chunky yarn, 15 skeins of what I am saying is hand woven yarn, although I don't know if that's accurate, just that sort of hand woven look. 1 skein of wool, and this is the actual wool that you can use to felt it, like you wash it and it shrinks. So I'll have to figure out what I'm doing with that too. 4 skeins of mohair, 7 skeins of what is knitting ribbon. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use that for actual crochet projects or if I just am going to use it for ribbon. And there were 12 spools varying in sizes of yarn. And then lastly, I just had a little pile of some yarn scraps that I'm going to throw into my scrap bucket so I can attach them all together into a new scrappy skein of yarn. That is everything we got out of the mystery bucket, which is a lot of yarn. There's some yarn in there that I'm very excited about because I'm comfortable with it. It's just like a nice color. There's a lot of it. I already know what I can make with it. And then there's a lot of yarn that I'm excited about because it's going to push me out of my comfort zone. Like, what am I supposed to crochet with a bunch of fuzzy yarn? I have never used fuzzy yarn before in my life. The only thing I can think of is when I crochet clothing, I could use it to add a like fuzzy border to the bottom of sleeves or to the neckline or the bottom of a sweater. Give it kind of a fuzzy, fun look, maybe to the bottom of a skirt, but that's all I could come up with. So if you have any ideas of what I can make with fuzzy yarn, especially when I only have like 1 skein in each color, and they're pretty bright colors. Also, if you have any ideas for like the sparkly yarns on what I should do with that, because I've also never worked with that before and I think they're a little bit scratchy, so I don't want to make clothing with them, but I don't know what to make with sparkly yarn. And then the last one that I'm really stuck on is this like hand spun really colorful yarn. I think it is gorgeous, and I have 2 skeins of this yarn. It is probably my favorite yarn out of the entire container, but I have no clue what I'm going to make with it, and I really want to do it justice. So if you have any ideas of what would look just stunning with a yarn like this, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know which yarn out of this bucket was your favorite. And again, a big thank you to my brother for getting us this yarn bucket. I am so grateful for it, and I have so much yarn I need to go through. I'm in the process of winding up and organizing my entire yarn stash because I'm moving soon, and it's crazy. I did not know I had this much yarn. So we're going to be doing a lot of crocheting, trying to work up all of this yarn. So if you like to crochet, make sure you're subscribed because I'm going to be posting some sit-down videos like this where we chit-chat about crochet, and I'm also going to be posting a lot of tutorials. I've posted 3 crochet tutorials just this week, and I plan on maintaining a pretty regular schedule like that with tutorials for the foreseeable future as I'm using up all of my yarn. So if you like crochet tutorials that are completely free, step-by-step, or if you just like to hang out, chit-chat about fiber art, then please subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Otherwise, I will see you again soon with another video. I hope you have a blessed couple of days until I see you again, and goodbye.